So you know these aren't your first waders, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, gee.
It's dock day, the annual day of putting in the docks. We work with the neighbors. And we've done a couple of time lapses of putting in and taking out the docks, and you can see those up here. This year we're not doing the time lapses. Oh, I gotta go take a group picture.
Things like this wood are coated in ice.
So the water is really close to freezing. This is the coldest and the earliest we've ever done dock day. And the ice on the rocks looks like wax. It's kind of cool. So another little look at this ice. It is not warm out here. Baron's gonna use the mask to protect his nose from the cold. You are strong enough.
Quite dressed for it this time. But
In the fall, she.
ground crews.
Yes.
Time for you to be ground crew.
Yep. You want waders, you gotta earn them.
Gotta earn those waders.
So these are like our family's spring and fall traditions. Rainbow waders.
Would be
I'm gonna start looking. Oh, it looks like the neighbors are starting to help because we all work together. We work on ours.
So,
And there's.
these are the safest things around.
Oh, geez, they're normally very slippery.
Well, there's no greasy, slimy stuff. That's
No algae.
No algae. And they've been washed off high enough. There's no
Yep.
ice.
Okay. But you just need to make a big step to.
Even this stuff is there's ice, but it's crunchy. You know.
How is the cement slab?
Perfect. It's fine.
The cement slab is the safest way to go in right now.
Best way to get in and out of the lake right now, other than the dock.
We'll put in their boat or dock and lift, and the next folks down, and then someone a little farther down. There's like normally 5 of them. Hey, can you open the door for me? My hands are cold. Oh, so cold. They're wrinkling. Hi, babies. Excellent. So there are some things we're going to share about the cabin as soon as I get like things about the cabin. When I was growing up, my parents bought this cabin. It was 2 bedrooms and then this combined kitchen and living space and an outhouse. And the outhouse was combined with the shed. So one half was the shed and one half was the outhouse.
Also, something really cool that I love about this place.
This lamp is not great in lightning storms because the lightning storms turn it on. It's a capacitive feature. So this is the original kitchen unit that was here when we bought the place. So we have a refrigerator, the sink, this is a little storage space for all the cleaning stuff, stove, and oven, and the cabinets. And for a long time you couldn't find these like anywhere. Now IKEA has things like this, which is great because eventually this is gonna die and pieces will not be able to be replaced. I'm frankly surprised it's lasted as long as it has, because we got this place in 1975, I think. Maybe 1976.
You're old.
I'm not old.
The cabin is old.
Aunt Ina was old. Anyway, so
Ina is dead.
well, but she got to be in her 90s. She was like 96 or 97. Anyway, so for a long time, my parents were working on the place, adding on, doing stuff. This was the bedroom my sister and I used. And there wasn't a door, there was a curtain.
I like that Rob used this room.
But when we were little, Sandra and I shared this room and Rob slept on the couch. And my parents used this room. The door was here. Again, curtains, no actual door. And the wall came all the way over to here. And this was their bedroom. But we knew very early on that it was going to become the bathroom eventually. And it did one day become the bathroom. The hot water heater. And now there's even laundry up here. It's just wild. So then at some point my parents added on. They added 2 bedrooms. The idea was being that Rob would get one of the bedrooms, the earlier bedrooms, because it was a little bit smaller. So he took the one that was mine and my sister's. And my parents got this bedroom, and my sister and I shared this bedroom. And that's a trundle bed, so the bottom comes out. It was my sister's when we were little.
Fun fact, this is the room where we just dump everything.
Yeah, it's our room to use because it was mine and my sister's. So we had, the very 1980s butterflies. We should have some light on here. Very 1980s butterflies. And ooh, these curtains were Auntie Sandra's at one time in her room. Please turn that all the way on. Thank you. We've got the closet full of extra clothes and things. So, if you fall in the lake and you don't have spare clothes, we got the clothes. We got candle holders. So 1980s.
Oh my god.
There used to be shag carpet in here, and it was pink and white shag carpet. There was a toy box here that we were always stubbing our toes on. And I think Grandma broke a toe on it, and that's why it eventually left. We got our little weather station. This has been here like forever. Smoke detector. That's not, we've replaced it several times. There was one year that lightning hit the lake and the smoke detector got blasted off the ceiling.
What?
That over there is the original door. So when we first bought the cabin, that was the only door. All of the windows have been replaced. They used to be these cafe style windows that they would open in, and it's kind of like the reverse of shutters. And we were always bumping our heads on them. So then my parents added a door back here. That was our second door that we added when they started closing this off for be the bathroom. They added a door there. They're glad they kept the original door because they talked about getting rid of it. But it was the only door that the bathtub fit in. And at the time that they did that, we also had put in a door here. It was a sliding door. We never had any real steps. They were just cinder blocks. And in the cinder block holes, we would keep our swimming shoes. This was before Aqua Socks existed, so our tennis shoes from the previous year we would wear. They were too small to wear with socks, but we could wear them barefoot. And we wore them swimming in the lake because the lake had a very squishy, gross bottom, and no one wanted to touch that. So at some point in the more recent past, Grandma decided that, when we get rid of the sliding glass door here, can we maybe put in a bay window? And it actually looks really, really nice. So then they added this room. My mom calls it the party room. My dad did all of the walls in here. So the walls in there he did with wood paneling. This is all wood paneling that came from other cabins in the area, because this wood paneling existed in several places. A lot of these cabins were built at the same time by the same developer. And when people were remodeling, or there was a big storm and people were doing huge, makeovers of their places, and he was able to get some of the wood from other people's places so that he could make this all really nice wood paneling in here and over there.
You're not going to be able to post that.
What happens at the lake stays at the lake.
You're violating that rule if you post that.
They're not talking about this. They're talking about the shenanigans that we get up to, which shall not be named. We have a clock, but when we're at the cabin, we are on cabin time. Watches come off. This is more from the days when my dad worked, and he worked retail pharmacy, so he worked a lot of hours and weird hours.
10 o'clock.
That clock is clearly not functioning. But so these walls, my dad worked really hard on. He wanted them to thematically match the other room, but they were obviously made out of newer, not reclaimed wood. And he worked really hard on it. It looks very nice. And then over here we have a painting that used to hang up in the living room when I was a kid. And do you know where this painting came from?
Auntie.
No, Grandma Mary painted this.
Oh, I forgot where.
I think you can see her name right here. No, not quite. She normally signs them. She's got another piece of this. It's like one section that she painted that is a companion piece that's at home. Let's see. Oh no, it's out here. The companion piece is out here. So when she and Grandpa got married, she wanted to be able to hang up art, but Grandpa didn't want to pay for, a lot of the art that you could buy was not necessarily great art, and it was very expensive. So she took a oil painting class. Let's see, she painted this one too.
Speaking of, there's an oil painting class during intern.
Oh, and over there we've got some copper work that Uncle Rob did the eagle. And I did the finches, yes. In 5th grade. Yeah, it's Grandma's telescope. We can use it. And we will try to do that this year. So these are some basics of the cabin. There was a point in the, I want to say it was the early 80s, but it might have been the late 70s, when there was a really big storm, and this brought all of the neighborhood together to help with cleanup. And that's when we really got to know our neighbors and became good friends with each other. If you need the magnet, something fell in.
Yeah, I think Donnie dropped a washer at least. But,
oh boy.
He may not even know he dropped it. They were sticking to the... Hey, perfect.
I'm going back in.
Now she has the high ground because you seeded it. I think gave it away. Seeded with a C. Not seated. Oh, and they've been chastised by the referee over there.
No, the elderly lady.
The elderly lady.